much you pay in the shop. Did you hear me? And that's my price. That is my price, sir.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Esther and welcome to my channel. So guys, we have another hairstylist versus client situation on our hand. This TikToker called Tatana scheduled an appointment to have her braids done by this famous Tik Tok Braider called Beauty by Alex. So this Beauty by Alex woman is the lady who like chews gum very loudly, very obnoxiously, and also she had one eyelash. That is her personality. She has more than 12 million followers on TikTok and more than 3 million followers on Instagram. She is also famous on other social media platforms. She also does celebrities' hair. One of those celebrities being Judy, the Brat's wife.
I don't do too much. I'm very mindful while I'm at work.
Anyway, Beauty by Alice wasn't available to do Tatana's hair because Beauty by Alice was in the middle of moving to another store. So she postponed services for I think a couple of weeks. But Tatana already made her appointment. Beauty by Alice said in order to honor Tatana's appointment, she referred her to one of her braiders that work for her. This braider name is Beauty by Tanya. So Tanya was the one that personally did Tatana's braids. But Tatana didn't like the way the braids look, especially from the back, because they look terrible from the back. The parts didn't look right. So after her braids were done, Tatana went home. She did a video giving her honest review of her experience with Beauty by Alex. The review was a negative review.
So my sole purpose of making this video is to let y'all know that everything that glitter ain't gold and everything that's bought is not meant to be sold, okay? Look at my roof. Look at my roof. Look, I just got my hair done yesterday. Look at my roof. Story time. So I've been on here and I've been seeing a lady, Beauty by Alice, I booked an appointment with her. Okay? And this video is not to bash the lady, but it's so because a lot of people do good reviews on stuff, but they don't leave bad reviews. So all you see is good reviews and you thinking you're gonna have a good experience. Okay? So she posted the other day, she doing the sale from March 15th, something like that, up until April something. So I'm like, okay, I'm finna go book with her. I paid my deposit. I booked for yesterday, which was March 19th. Paid my deposit. After I do that, I get on Instagram and I see her say, oh, well, I'm sorry for any inconvenience, but I won't be able to do the special. I'm not gonna take no clients from the 20th of March because of something. So I'm gonna be taking clients on the 24th for the special or whatever. So I'm like, okay, well, whatever. So she was like, I'ma still, if you have your appointment, keep your appointment. I'ma honor the price. Woo-the-woo, woo-the-wow. Cool. 12 o'clock come when it's time for my appointment. I pull up to the shop. The door open. I'm like, okay. I walk in there. Nothing's in there. I walk all the way to the back. Maybe she got a chair in the back. She doing it because she moving or whatever. Nothing's in there. So I call her and she like, when do you have the appointment for? And I'm like, today at 12 o'clock. She was like, huh? I'm like, yeah. She like, so what, you were trying to get the special or? It don't matter what I was trying to get. I booked an appointment with you for 12 o'clock and it's not even much hair in this motherfucker. So she say, hold on right quick. I'm going to call you back. So I wait. She called back probably like 5 minutes later. Oh, well, I just talked to my buddy and she going to come. She going to take you to the new shop and braid your hair. She going to be about 30 minutes. 30 minutes passed. Okay. Nobody pulled up. So I called. She's like, okay, well, she pulling up in the parking lot now. Some. Cool. We go to the new building. I'm agitated, okay? I'm agitated because, for one, ma'am, I booked the appointment with you, okay? So the lady, she like, okay, well, you're not going to be able to get knotless because of the length of your hair, so you got to get box braids. You can't get medium. You got to get small. Okay, whatever, ma'am. I just need me some braids at this point. She started braiding my hair. We going good, doing good. Nice, sweet lady, you know what I'm saying? And it's not to bash her either. Nice, sweet lady. So I asked the lady, I'm like, how much is my, how much I'm going to pay? She was like, well, go look on the site. We're going to charge you for the boho knotless. We usually charge when you got shorter hair, but we're not going to charge you for that. We're just going to charge you the price for the boho knotless. $500. Boho knotless, bitch, these knots. Okay, whatever. So the lady finishes my hair, and I got my edges, they was out. So I'm like, okay, you gonna do my edges, huh? She handed me the edge control and the brush and told me she not good at doing other people's edges, that I need to do my own. So mind you, I had put a $50 deposit down. So my remaining balance was $450. I gave her $500 bills. So she was like, she's like, well, let me see if Alice could cash app you the $50. I'm like, okay, cool. So she texts her, and then she texts back talking about, Alice said, no tip. The tip is, don't ever in your life play with me like that again. Okay? That's the tip. And it just was, this is my experience. Okay? My experience. So whether you go to her, you a lawyer client, you never had a problem, that's cool, I'm happy for you. But me, look at my roof. Look at my roof. And then I specifically told the lady, minimum boho hair. If I tell you minimum boho hair, it's no reason I should be getting out the chair looking like a bohemian battlefield warrior. Okay? Now see, if I put it to the side like this a little bit, okay, if I put it to the side like this a little bit, kind of eating a bit, for $500, $550. Never again. Never again. Never again. Then she was just like, oh, I'm sorry. She was like, you don't look happy. I'm not happy. And this is my thing. As a business owner, because I'm a loctician. I cook. I'm a jack of all trades. I'm big on customer service. If I do anything, the smallest thing to inconvenience somebody, I'm going to make sure I do the biggest thing to make sure that you satisfied. So you didn't say, okay, well, next time you come, I won't charge you for this hair, the hair to add on, or this time I'm gonna take this off for you, or you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. You really sat up here and asked me, was I leaving a tip? Told the lady to ask me, was I leaving a tip? Look at my roof. Look at my...
So Alice was very upset about that, so she made a 9-part video. She titled the 9-part video, The Human Heart is Evil. There's also 2 videos in between of her, I guess, answering some questions that some of her followers asked her. She said a lot of things about Titanic. She also brought Titanic's son into the conversation. I wouldn't play the whole 9-part video because I feel like the later part video explained the situation more than the beginning parts of the videos that she made.
So before I even start on talking about this specific client, I am going to apologize on the late 30 minutes late that we were that she booked appointment. It was at 12, but one of my braider came at 12:30, and I'm going to explain to you guys why we were late. So I remember on Wednesday I posted a video where I informed you guys that I will not be able to accept any clients from that Wednesday till Monday the 24th, because Monday the 24th is the day that we were going to do the grand opening. But we're still going to, if somebody book, we're still going to accept your booking, but then you will come on Monday, we're going to accept you. And I clearly say it on the video as well that people that already booked their appointments, we're going to satisfy you. We are going to still do your hair, even though we are not accepting you, appointments, but we are going to do your hair because you already booked before I came with this announcement. So I tried to be fair. So the woman, I'm sure maybe she did not see the video. I don't know if she saw it or not before she booked, because I remember posting this video. It was around like 8:30. It was the time when I was on my way to travel. I told my husband to take the exit to the shop so I can go and make sure the shop it's getting ready. And that's when I made that video inside the shop. I said, let me communicate to you guys because I don't want any confusion. I don't want any misunderstanding, like things like this that just happened. I don't want it at all to happen. So the lady went ahead and booked appointments on that same Wednesday that I posted the video and said that we are now going to operate from that day until on Sunday. So we're going to open on Monday. But people that already booked their appointments, we are going to do their hair. I repeat again. So she booked, and the only thing is that I saw someone calling me, a client. I thought maybe it was somebody that trying to make an appointment. I was like, hello, hi, how can I help you? She said, oh, Miss Alice, I have an appointment here in the salon at 12. I said, oh, you have an appointment? First thing I said, it was, I am so sorry that I did not see this appointment. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I was in I was traveling, and I have children. You know how it goes, and I have, other things going on in that moment. It's good. I don't know if she booked at 10 or 9. I don't know if I don't know what time she booked, but all I know is that I did not see the booking until when she called me. I went in on the booking site, then I saw that she booked. And when I saw that she booked, I was so hurt. I said, I'm so sorry. Things like this rarely, like, it don't really happen. I said, but give me a few minutes. Let me call the braiders and see if somebody can come. Again, I said we are not going to do hair on that day. So there was nobody available in the shop. There was nobody in the shop. So I literally had to call a braider to get ready to come. And when I called the braider, she was ready. She said, Mom, I'm going to get in the car and go to the shop right away. I said, thank you. So she came. It took her, I think, 32 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, because I was looking on the time, like 32 minutes or 30 minutes, like I went there. And I communicate with my customer, said she's coming, she's going to take 30 minutes. She said, yes, 30 minutes is okay, I will wait. But the way this client sounded on the phone, I'm not going to lie to y'all, and she knows that this is how she was really sounding. Like I said, there's no lie here. She was, I can feel that she was not a person that liked me, because most of the time when people that come in my shop, they are so happy to even get me on the phone. They are so happy to even see me. Even if I'm not going to be the one that will do their hair, they will always be happy. But this specific customer, the intention that she gave me, I really felt it. I'm not going to lie to you guys. She told me she's even getting boho braids. Guys, remember, I posted the first video. It was promotion for knotless, not boho braids. So she said she's there for boho braids. I said, oh, for boho braids, then cool. My girl, she's coming. Please just bear with us. And I apologize for the delay and for not seeing your appointment coming to my way. She said, okay, no problem, thank you, I will wait. So I went ahead again and called my braiders, and I was like, where are you, how far are you? She told me, she said, in few minutes, like 1 minute, I will be in the parking lot. I said, oh, okay. So I called the customer and asked her, what is your car color? She said her car is blue and she's parked in the parking lot in front of the shop. So I called back my braider again. I told her, I said, the customer car is blue and just go and find her. So she went and found the client, and I told her again, please let me talk to the customer. So I explained to her that the shop is still under fixing. They are still fixing the shop and it's not fully ready, but my girl is going to bring her in. When I say not fully ready, which means the chair is not well aligned the way it's supposed to be, but and my girl said, okay, I'm gonna take her in there. So they had to, she drove and my girl walked, because it's like 2 minutes away from my old shop. The new shop is 2 minutes away from my old shop. Walking, my girl started to do her hair as knotless, but she have short hair. I would like, when some of you come in to give statements about shop or braider that they do your hair good, you have to speak the truth. That's the thing with this thing. Speak the truth. The truth will help you. Speak, because if she speak the truth, then I was gonna call her and we can talk about this between me and her. But the fact that she come on say lie, that's why I'm making this video, So her hair is short like this. This is how much her hair is. This is how much her hair is, because I saw her on the video. It's not like I did not saw her hair. I saw her hair. You guys can ask her to take one braid out. Just take one braid out so you guys can see the length of her hair. Her hair is super, super short. So I am sure she saw the video that I did to my previous customer that she had short hair, and that's why she booked her appointment. And again, that previous customer, she paid for me to do her hair. She paid. She did not pay for my braider, because we had conversation, me and her, before her coming. I told her, say, you know that my price is this and my shop price is this. She said, yes, Miss Alice, I know, I have already checked your price and I want to go for you. And that's when she booked for me. So it clearly says on the website, you want to book for me or you want to book for the braider. If you choose for the braider, then you need to accept the fact that it's a braider that will do your hair. Don't come on complaining and say, oh, it was not even Miss Alice that did my hair, this is the price. No, baby, that's my price. That is the price that we charge for the shop. You don't know how much I pay for my rent. You don't know how much I pay for my water. You don't know how much I pay for my light. You don't know nothing. So please, I don't want you guys to complain about my thing. Don't complain. If you know you can afford it, you come. If you cannot, you don't come. When you want to come and talk about someone, make sure you have all the facts and you're speaking truth. Don't just come to make video because you don't like that person and you just want to spoil their name. That is not okay. God doesn't like evil. I keep on repeating this: God do not like evil. So then she said she accepts to do the small boho braids on back split. She accepted. You're coming to make your hair with that short hair and you are making an option. You are saying that you want boho braids medium size and you know that your hair is short. That is not okay. You guys be fair, okay? That's why I have an option of consultation. You make your appointment for consultation, you come in and we see your hair and we all agree that, yeah, we're going to be able to do it on knotless or on back spray. Then we go ahead and pursue with this booking. But don't just book because you see me posting a client that I did her hair was short, no. There is different type of short hair. You can have short hair, I have short hair, but we don't have the same type of texture. Some people's short hair is nice and easy to manage. Some people's short hair is more easy to manage. We need to understand those type of things before we make bad statements about beauty salon. It's not okay, guys. You need to stop. Please stop. Stop. It's not cute at all. But anyway, she accepts. She said yes, she's gonna do small back braid, mid back. That's what she said. And again, she was not there for the promotion. The promotion was not for boho. We had promotion for knotless braid. So she knew, she was conscious that she was getting her hair for this price and she was going to pay this. She was going to, everything she knew. It's not like she's a baby. She was sitting in the mirror and we just put a mirror on her and put her to sit and we started doing her hair without communicating. No, we did communicate. She knew everything. Everything is on the website. So that's it. So we started, she accepted to do small boho braid. So the girl, she said, Miss Alice, okay, good. We all understand that she wants to do small boho braid mid back. I said, okay, she want to do blonde color. And we find the human hair. Excuse me, she used virgin hair, human hair, 100% human hair. That's what we use in her hair. And the price was with hair include. I'm going to say that again, hair include. She did not mention that on the video. It's hair include. The price that she paid, it's with hair include. And now, guys, she have short hair. I never charge her for extra hair. It's for extra money. It's extra to do short hair. But if you do it, with me, it's different price. But then with my girls, you do is extra for short hair. With me, I include with my price that I'm charging already. But when it comes to salon, yes, short hair, you will pay a little extra. You understand? She did not mention about all these things, but she just saying that, oh, look at my hair. And then the fact that you leave your hair down like that anyhow, so for people to see that the hair is bad. Even when you do that, the hair still look beautiful. It still look nice. I see your video. People are tagging me. I see it. I see your hair is looking beautiful, honey. You are a beautiful woman. Stop acting the way you're acting. And I see that you have a son. Respect your son. This is not okay. It's not okay.
If you guys want to see all the 9 parts videos, you can go on Beauty by Alice page. Tanya came online to give her own side of the story because she felt terrible that Tatane didn't like the braids that she did.
Today I called Alice and I told Alice, you know what? I want to send this lady money. I'm going to send the $175 you paid me for doing the hair out of the $500 and the $50 tip, and that's $225. I want to send everything back to her. And Alice said I shouldn't send it to her, that I shouldn't send it to the lady. I should send it to Alice directly. And then I sent the money to Alice, $225 Zelle. I was supposed to give her $25 for a job I did for her, which she overpaid. And then she texted me and she called me telling me she overpaid. I'm supposed to refund $25. So I sent the $225. That's $175 for the service. That's the money Alice gave me from the $500 and $50 for the tip. And I also included the $25 I was supposed to give her for the overpay on a job I did for her, which is a total of $250, which I sent. But when Alice went on the live, she didn't state it that I gave her all the money I was paid from the job I did. I'm just here. I don't mean any harm. I don't have the intention of, tarnishing anyone's image, but I'm just out here. I just want to clear my name. I don't want any issues. I have a brand to protect. I have my business to protect. I have my image to protect. I don't want people seeing me tomorrow and looking at me like a tip beggar. I did not beg for tip. And like I said, I'm going to put it there for everyone to see that she asked for the tip, and the way she asked me in the text is how I put it out to the customer. I told her, she said, "Is it tip?" And then the customer said, okay, you know what, Tonya, the tip is yours. You can have it. She laid emphasis on the tip is yours. You can have it. And I told her, thank you. And then talking about the edge control thing, come on.
On the other hand, other people said that Tanya sabotaged Beauty by Alex. They said that Tanya purposefully did Tatane hair terribly because she wanted to sabotage Beauty by Alex because she was jealous of Beauty by Alex. The same people said that Tanya inserted herself into the mix of this whole drama because originally people didn't know who was the braider that did Tatane braids. But since Tanya came online and made her own videos explaining her side of the story, now people know who she is. Now she is kind of famous, so she can use that fame to grow her business. People say that she's right Beauty by Alice coattails.
For all the ones in my comments that keep saying, oh, how is Braids by Tanya jealous of Beauty by Alice, and yeah, the ones that's confused and that like they can't comprehend and just seeing the situation from what it was instead of seeing the reality behind the situation. This video is for y'all, and this will be my last video on the situation. This is what Alice booking sites look like. You have promotion at the top, you have Book with Alice and Book with Alice Salon. Book with Alice Salon is where Titanic booked, and she thought she booked with Alice. Instead of clicking Book with Alice, she clicked Book with Alice Salon, and that's why she was able to get Tanya the braider instead of Alice, because she didn't personally book with Alice. Okay, hear me out, bear with me now. And mind you, Alice said anybody that automatically books with Alice, not her braiders, but Alice herself, that's an automatic $100 deposit. But Titanic paid $50. I guess she didn't know the difference within the deposits. She paid $50. Titanic simply made a mistake. She thought she was booking with Alice, but because she booked under the Alice Salon icon, she got a braider. That's why Alice wasn't present. Okay, so the blue is Alice, the gray is her braider. So the braider takes Alice to let her know that she's done, and she asks for like the amount. Because Titanic paid $50 and in total there was $500, her balance is $450. So then Tanya texted, she gave me $500. I think in the text she meant to say to give $50 back, and then Alice responded, I'm not sure. What's her reaction? Alice is asking, do she want it back or is it a tip? You could tell there was confusion. Then she said emoji because she's confused. She even goes to say, or she didn't have that exact $450. So the braider turned around and flipped the question. She flipped the question to the customer. She basically turned the question into a statement. She said, Alice said that you should tip. Why would you do that? What part of that was professional? A tip is a client's choice. A client have the right to either tip or not tip. A tip is never forced. And as a businesswoman, I'm pretty sure Alice knows that. So for me, if I was the customer and somebody brought up a tip, I'm going to feel bad. Of course, I'm going to give you that $50 as a tip, because it's just like, you did my hair. You did take your time. You stood here for 9 hours and you did do my hair. So yeah, I'm going to tip you for the fact that you did my hair all by yourself. 9 hours is a long time. So here's the tip for you. I'm tipping you because you specifically did my hair and not Alice. Do y'all understand? Basically, she forced the tip out of the customer. And then she responded back to Alice saying, she said I should take the tip. Well, of course she said you should take the tip because you basically forced it out of her. And then Alice said, nice. Mind you, like I said in my last video, Tanya and the client exchanged information, and she gave her business card to her, and they exchanged social media. And Tanya prices is cheaper than the shop. So at this point, Alice is receiving all the backlash. People are saying all disgusting stuff in the comments. They're saying they don't like her and she's money hungry, all this stuff. So meanwhile, all this is going on, Tanya is promoting herself on TikTok. She then posts her hair prices with the styles, with the sizes. You cannot tell me this is not somebody that is jealous, because you seen this as a promotion to promote your business because what you cost. So everybody's giving Alice backlash. They don't want to be bothered with Alice, but you seen this as your time to shine and promote yourself. You seen this as an opportunity. You seen this as an opportunity. You're an opportunist and you're jealous. People are all in her comments saying, help this lady take off in her hair business. I hope her business prosper and I hope she receives a lot of clients. No, it doesn't work like that. No business can prosper through jealousy. Plain and simple as that. Because she was wrong. It was her fault, and she did not take ownership, accountability of what she caused. Instead of taking accountability, she's the opportunist. She's seen it as her opportunity to promote herself because her prices are cheaper, and she know customers are going to come with her for the simple fact that she was even associated with Beauty by Alice. I rest my case. I don't think I want to make another video about this. I just had to come and clear up the stuff that was discussed in the comments. I just had to come and show proof on how I knew she was jealous.
Somebody came in to be a moderator between the two, Beauty by Alice and Titanic. I guess the person didn't like this bickering between the two and they didn't like this back and forth that they were doing on TikTok. So she had a live stream for both of them to appear, both Titanic and Beauty by Alice to appear on the live stream to resolve this issue. But Beauty by Alice went off on the live stream. She yelled at Titanic. She said a lot of things about Titanic.
Which one did we charge you more? When you book on my website, did you book on my side? Did you book on my side? You did not book on my side. You book on the girl on the shop side, not my side. My side is $100 deposit, and you're gonna pay more than what you pay in the shop. Did you hear me? And that's my price. That is my price, sir. Okay, I built that shop alone. I struggled to build that shop. Did you see the way it's looking? It's because I struggled to open that shop. I had to make it look beautiful for you guys. Do you understand me? I wanted to bring out difference. I wanted to bring out difference. Don't come
Calm down, Alice.
Alice. Put my name down.
Calm down. Calm down, Alice. Let her talk or tell her to join the live. But y'all gotta talk to each other and not yell at each other.
No, you did not book with me. It says Beauty by Alice. No, 1 second. That part is where I want to correct you. Listen to me. That part I really want to correct you. And if you was a woman enough, no, listen to me. You listen to me. You book on Beauty by Alice salon. You did not book with Beauty by Alice herself. You book Beauty. My shop name is Beauty by Alice. Okay, that is the salon name. And if you knew, my queen, if you knew that you want Beauty by Alice to do your hair, you could have talked to me silently. Miss Alice, I don't have money to pay you. Please, can you do my hair? I could have set your appointment for a different day.
I got money. I did money.
No, that's not what I said. I said if you did it. I said if. I put if in there. I put if.
What's about it? Because I got the money. You ain't even give me a chance to. And if I was booked with somebody else, why would nobody there to do my hair? You called me and you said, I'm sorry, I did see your appointment. Alice, you doing this, you trying to cover up when you know you wrong. And guess what? God sees all.
No, God see you, mama. God see you. Hey, Titanic, 1 second. When I was talking to you on the phone, you heard me talking to you. I said, I am so sorry, somebody's coming. Are you ready to, are you willing to wait for 30 minutes? Titanic, you say yes. If you did,
yes, I did.
yeah, you say yes. Then if you didn't want that person to do your hair, you could have
Let her talk, Alice. Let her talk. Let her talk.
Exactly. She want to holler at me. And
Talk.
at me. Don't come bad, do nothing. I'm finna talk.
I'm waiting, mommy, talk.
Can I talk? Can I talk?
You can talk.
So like I said, you not lying when you asked me, can I wait 30 minutes? I told you okay. Because I need my hair braided. I have to attend a funeral. And I didn't have no brother available that could come and get my hair braided. So I waited. My whole biggest thing about this is, Alice, you getting on here and you trying to protect your brand, which I understand, but I don't respect the lies towards me. Okay? That's what I don't.
Me, I lie. Which one did I lie on you?
Let me finish talk.
Talk.
And a lot of people feel like the reason why Beauty by Alice treated Titanic that way is because of the animosity between Africans and African Americans. They said that Africans do not love African Americans, that Africans disrespect African Americans, because the way Alice was talking to Titanic in that video, in the live stream video, it was kind of crazy. Then when she was yelling at Titanic, and that wasn't right. So I can understand why people feel like there's an animosity between African Americans and Africans. Since Titanic didn't like her braids, yes, she could have said that in the store after her braids were done, after Tanya had her braids done. Instead of her going home and making a video and posting on TikTok, she could have said it in the store that she didn't like the braids. But I can also understand that maybe Titanic didn't feel comfortable saying that in front of Tanya because she felt like Tanya was nice to her. Some people do not like confrontation, so I think maybe Titanic might be one of those people. So maybe that's the reason why she didn't express in front of Tanya that she didn't like the braids, or maybe she didn't see the back of her braids. Maybe she only saw the back of her braids after she went home. I felt like Beauty by Alice could have handled this whole situation differently. As a businesswoman, you need to present yourself a certain way. You need to present yourself in your good light. So I felt like Beauty by Alice could have resolved this situation peacefully. She could have offered to refund part of Titanic money, because she said the extensions that they used, the blonde extension that they used to braid Titanic hair, was also included within that $550. So she could have offered to refund part of Titanic her money. Instead of giving the full $550, she could have offered to refund her, like, let's say $300 or $250, and then kept the rest of the money as the service that Tanya provided. Another thing that Beauty by Alice could have done, since Titanic initially scheduled the appointment to have an experience by Beauty by Alice, Alice could have offered to redo Titanic braids by herself, but she, the Alice woman, as a form of apology. And this whole thing could have been resolved peacefully. But the way Alice handled the situation was not professional at all. I feel like the fame that she gained from her following and doing celebrities' hair, the fame kind of went to her head. So she feels like she is the big boss in town. Also, she's way overcharging for the services that she's providing. But apparently the $550 isn't the cheapest price. She charged way more than her braiders charge. The price that Titanic paid could have been double what she would have paid if Beauty by Alice personally did her braids. I wouldn't go to somebody to do my hair for $550. The most I paid in the past, I think, was $110, and even that was expensive for me. That's the reason why I stopped going to the person who did my braids before, because I didn't want to pay to get my hair done, especially with this, the way the economy is. Also, there seems to be a lot of scammy situation going on with Alice, because when Tanya approached her for them to refund Titanic her money, she should have agreed to it, but she didn't. In fact, she advised Tanya to stop communicating with Titanic. Tanya said she felt bad about Titanic experience, so she decided to give the money that she got as a payment back to Titanic as a refund. Alice asked Tanya to send that money through her, the Alice woman. So Tanya sent the money that she got as a payment. She sent it back to Alex, and Alice took that money, the money that Tanya sent her, and she gave it to Titanic as a refund. She pretended that she was the one refunding part of the money to Titanic, but it was actually Tanya who refunded the money to Titanic. It came out later on through another phone call that Titanic had with Alice, but yeah, it came out that it was Tanya that refunded Titanic the money that Alice gave to Titanic.
So I know I got on here and I said I was done with the situation, but the way God worked. So I just talked to the lady that braided my hair. Whole time I'm thinking Alice issued a genuine, sincere apology and sent me $200 of her dollars. This lady sent Alice every penny that she made for braiding my hair and the $50 for the tip. Okay? Alice came up off of $300 something. Alice didn't send no money from herself. I'm finna upload the audio of me and this lady having a conversation, and this is gonna break down the whole situation, so y'all can see Miss Alice for who she is. And I'm not gonna lie, Miss Alice, after this, I need my full $550. I need my full $550. The braider said she wanted to send me my money for a refund. Alice told her no. The lady said she wanted to call and apologize for the back of my head, and Alice told her no, don't do it. Here go the audio.
Call you for is because I did not know that you were trying to reach out to me. Everything was one-sided. I didn't know that you had to forfeit your money for me to even get a $200 refund. I didn't know all that.
Yeah, that's what happened. I sent the money to her. I told her I wanted to apologize to you for the bad hair, like you said, and then she's like, no, I don't have to call you. That if I have to do anything, I have to go through her. So that's why I didn't call you. And then I told her, okay, you know what? I'm going to send the money. She gave me $175 plus $50 tip. I sent all of this to her. And then I was surprised when I saw on your Instagram when you said the tip the braider asked for.
Yeah, right. So I didn't say that. What I said, Tanya, was the braider said Alice said no tip. So when I'm looking at your messages, you told Alice that I gave you 500 and wanted 50 back. Once you said that, she shouldn't have said nothing about no tip. Her asking you about a tip and then you asking me about it was like, okay, no tip. When the whole initial reason that you text her that was so she could cash out me my $50. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was exactly what I told you. Remember? I said, let me check if I have change. I didn't have the change, but I actually checked my bag. I didn't have the complete $50. And then I said, do you take cash up? Do you remember when I said that? I said, do you take cash up?
And you said you were about to ask Alice.
And I said, okay, hold on. Let me ask Alice if she can cash up here. So what I did was I texted her and I said, you read it, right? Yeah.
Exactly. So it's basically everything that I said. I never once said that you begged for a tip. In the video, I said that at the end, you said Alice said no tip once you asked about cash after me my change, which is correct. We're saying the same thing. So when I asked you about the change, you said that you were going to ask her because she cashed after change. And she said, is it tip? No tip. Whatever she said about a tip. Once you told me she said that, I said a tip. After what I went through, she asking you about a tip. Remember me telling you that? And then I am telling you, I said, okay, Miss Tanya, take the tip. I'm
exactly,
not
that's exactly what happened. Yeah,
that's exactly what happened. Exactly. But she said that nothing was said about a tip. That all I said was, here, Miss Tanya, take the tip. So that's where the disconnect is coming from. If she would have never asked you, is it tip, after you already told her I was trying to get changed, nothing about a tip would have came about. So that all came from her saying, is it tip, when you asked me, is it tip?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So it wasn't me saying like, oh, you said, oh, I'm not going to get a tip, because that's not what it was. I'm honest as they come. If that's what it was, that's what I would have said, but I didn't say that. What I said was at the end, when it was time for my change, you text her and asked her, could she cash out me my $50? And she said, is it tip or no tip or whatever she said. And that's what she said. But why would you ask about a tip when you just text and said that I want 50 back from the 500? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. So the reason I had to come out to talk, because I was staying low initially. I didn't want to I just wanted to stay low and not get too involved in all of that.
No, and that's cool. You could do that. But the way it was set up, like when she called you saying, so did the customer not give you the tip? I gave you the tip. I'm not denying the fact that I gave you the tip, but the tip was asked. It was asked. Is it tip?
Yeah.
If it wasn't asked, is it tip? I was not gonna say here go a tip. You know what I'm saying? So it was asked of me. Not saying that you begged me for the tip. I never said that. Not saying that you asked me for the tip. What I said was, Alice said, is it tip or no tip? And your screenshot proved exactly what I said. Alice asking about a tip.
Yeah. And the reason I had to come out to speak is because even after I sent her the money with the $175 which she paid me from the $500 and the $50 tip, I sent $225 to her. When she made that video on Instagram, she never stated it that I sent her the.
She never said that, Tanya. If you would have never made those videos, I would have never known that you sent that money. I'm thinking that the money is for Alice. I would have never made a post saying that Alice gave me the money, because in fact, Alice did not give me the money. You sent the money that you made to Alice, and Alice sent me $200 of that dollars back. So nothing came from Alice, it came from you refunding what you made for braiding my hair.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I did post that I'm sorry about your hair. I remember.
No, and I get it. And Miss Tanya, I had not seen the back of my hair until I got home. The back of my hair is what I'm complaining about. And you see the back of it from the videos. You seen it because you did it. I saw the top of my hair. Be honest. Did I look at the back of my hair, Miss Tanya?
Of course, you couldn't have seen it in the salon.
Exactly.
That's why, and I apologize for your hair. I'm sorry about your hair. I'm sorry you didn't like your hair. And that was why I felt really bad. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I need to send back this money, you know? No, wow. So I sent the money back to her.
Wow. And for her to tell you not to send me the money, to send it to her. And to tell you not to apologize to me. That is crazy.
Alright, I'm sorry about it, but I'm gonna have to talk to you later.
Okay.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you.
And also Alice woman, she didn't do anything, she didn't do any of the work, but she still got to keep most of the money. I know she is the one that owns the shop and she have mortgage and other stuff to pay for the shop, but still for somebody to spend 9 hours on a field doing somebody else's hair and then they getting a lower price and then you the one who didn't do anything getting a higher price, at least you could have split the money 50-50. But Alice got to keep most of the money. When people started calling her out more on social media, I guess she came and decided to refund Titanic the money.
All I want to do is to take the time and to say I am so sorry that this really happened to the client. I apologizing to the client, and we are going to give her a portion of the money back, which I really did. I asked her for her cash app, she sent it to me, and I sent her some money, which I did. It was $200 that I sent, and I also sent her $50 deposit. So in total, we sent her a portion of the money is $150 and $50 for her how do you call her tip, because I believe as a stylist you do not tell any customer to give you a tip. You do not do that. I will never accept it, and I will never let anybody do that to one of my customers.
I felt like this whole thing should have been squashed from the beginning. Alice should have refunded Titanic her money from the very beginning when Titanic made that video saying that she didn't like her braids. Instead of having this whole drama on social media, they should have resolved this in a most peaceful way behind closed doors, but it didn't. And now that everybody is calling Alice out, I feel like Alice feel pressure to refund Titanic. So yeah guys, what do you guys think about this whole drama between Titanic and Beauty by Alice? Do you guys feel like Titanic was wrong to come online and give a negative review about her experience with Beauty by Alice, or do you guys feel like Beauty by Alice was wrong by coming online and yelling at Titanic? Also, do you guys feel like Tanya purposefully did the braids terribly to sabotage Beauty by Alice? If you have your own opinion about this, please don't forget to leave them in the comment section. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. See you guys in the next one. Bye.